Welcome back to NumberMath, where we apply color to either identify or sequence within math, always providing students the opportunity to solve independently and check their work at the end of the video. If you do find this video beneficial at all, it is greatly appreciated that you smash that like button and please subscribe. Thank you. Today we will be covering four-step equations. We will be doing three different sets of sequences throughout, with our first sequence beginning with combine like terms, inverse of variable, inverse of constant, and then divide. So let's take a look here to our left. We have 13x plus 19 minus 5x equals 6x minus 4 minus 7. Lot going on. What I noticed this week where students were struggling was to identify the left side of the equal sign and the right side of the equal sign. So I'm just going to label those real quick. I'm only going to do it for this one, but if you do find it works for you, do it. Okay, so now we will switch to our highlighter in orange, and we'll take a look at the left side. We have 13x plus 19 minus 5x. Great job. Yes, we can combine those two terms. So we will combine our 13x with minus 5x. Okay, let's just take a look at the right. Is there anything that we can combine over on the right side of 6x minus 4 minus 7? Wow, great job. We can combine the negative 4 with the negative 7. Okay, so let's just rewrite this in orange here. If we do 13x minus 5x, we get 8x. Bring down your plus 19, bring down your equals, bring down your 6x, negative 4 minus 7, boom, nailed it, negative 11. All right, for our next step in red, we will do the inverse of the variable. And from prior videos, we like to take the opposite of the variable coefficient with less value. So let's take a look. We have 8x and 6x. So we will shift the 6x. That keeps our variable positive in the long haul. All right, draw our line, 8x minus 6x, boom, nailed it, 2x. Bring down your 19. Guys, again, you don't have to draw arrows. I just do it so you visually can see that, okay? 6x minus 6x, boom, bring down your negative 11. Our next step, it just says to do the inverse of the constant. Well, taking a look at that positive 19, the opposite or the inverse is negative 19, because it's hanging out with that 2x. And what we do to one side of the equal sign, exactly, do it to the other. And you see how we're just kind of keeping everything aligned? That assists you with your organization and in solving and just being able to visually see it, okay? So let's bring down our 2x, 19 minus 19. Go ahead and cross it off. Bring down your equal sign. Negative 11 minus 19 equals negative 30. Great job, all. All right, so for our next step in green, we just divide by the coefficient of x, which is 2. X equals negative 15. If you want to pause the video, feel free to write this down. You will see the answer at the end. All right, so for our next sequence of our four-step equations, we will distribute inverse variable, inverse constant, divide. Okay, so let's take a look. We don't need to combine like terms according to our steps, but we do need to distribute this 3 into the two terms within the parentheses. By distributing, we will multiply, because again, that's what the parentheses also tell us to do. 3 times 4x is 12x. 3 times our negative 7 is negative 21. Bring down your equal sign. 5x plus 28. Perfect. We will do the inverse variable. Again, you want most value or less? Thank you, less value. We have 12x and we have 5x, so we will shift that positive 5x by subtracting 5x from both sides. 12x minus 5x gives us 7x. Bring down your negative 21, bring down your equal sign, 5x minus 5x, go ahead and cross it out, and bring down your positive 28. All right, Our next step within the sequence is to do that inverse of our constant. Okay, what's that number hanging out with 7x? Yes, it is negative 21. We will just do that opposite of plus 21, and what we do to one side, we do to the other. You guys are on absolute fire. This is what I like to refer to as Marshawn Lynch in a little bit of the beast mode. Negative 21 plus 21, bring down your equal sign. 28 plus 21 is 49. Last step, to divide. Let's divide each side by 7 because it is the coefficient of x. And 49 divided by 7 equals 7. Oh my goodness, look at this next batch. What do we have here? Fractions. Okay, here we will multiply all by the denominator. Wonderful, because they are the same denominator. Perfect. Then we'll do the inverse variable, inverse constant, and divide. Okay, so if we look at our left side here of the equal sign, we have 3/4 x minus 16. All right, now, because this also shares that same denominator of 4, what we're going to do is we're going to multiply both those terms by 4. And what we do to one side of the equal sign, exactly we do to the other. Now, you could have left this as just one parenthesis here and one parenthesis here, but I just figured this might show it a little bit better, okay? So when you do 4 times 3/4, you just get 3. So basically, it just cancels this out, all right? And this cancels out. But we also have to distribute that 4 to our negative 16, all right? And that gives us negative 64. Bring down your equal sign. We will do the same thing. We will do this 4 times our 3x, giving us 12x. And then again, we can just cancel those down, bring down a plus 8. Now we just jump right back into the inverse variable. All right, 3 is less than 12, so we will shift over that positive 3 by subtracting 3 from each. We will bring down our negative 64, bring down your equals. 12x minus 3x is 9x. Bring down your plus 8. In blue, we will do the inverse of the constant. Well, what's hanging out with 9x? Yes, it is positive 8. So we will subtract 8 from both sides of the equal sign. Negative 64 minus 8 gives us negative 72. Bring down your equals. Bring down 9x. 8 minus 8. Get rid of it. And now we just divide. We will do that by 9 to both sides, the coefficient of x. Negative 72 divided by 9 is negative 8 equals our x. Go ahead and circle your answer. Now, guys, if you need a minute, please, this is our second one. This is our third one for you to try. And in just a few moments, I will scroll down so you can check your answers after you've paused, and now you're ready to go. All right, so checking your work for our first one. Go ahead, take a look, pause the video. Wonderful. For our second one, go ahead and take a look, pause the video. And for your grand finale, go ahead and take a look, pause the video. Have an awesome day. Let's go, let's crush, let's dominate as always.